3, 2, 1.
Welcome to What's the Hook Podcast.
Let me tell you something, man. Hey,
Let me
look,
tell you
man.
how we not
Let me
gonna
tell you
do
something.
like that.
Let me
We
tell you
not
something
finna
right
start
now.
this
Is it even rolling right now?
He wilding
Oh
out.
my God.
You're rolling.
Whoa.
Rolling.
What the fuck happened, Huck?
Rolling.
I don't know.
Right.
Let me tell you
supposed
something.
to be on the ball.
Welcome to What's the Hook Podcast.
That's not even his real voice.
Nah.
And he's weak too.
This nigga
like,
turned into a cartoon
ew.
character.
Right, he's real excited too.
Like,
Look at
he's
him.
real. Ew.
It's funny because you know what happened to you, Huck? You get
What's
to
up?
sit on the king's throne. Now you feel the energy, right?
Ooh.
He actually has the
I'm
best
not
chair in
working
the
today.
house.
No, honestly,
he has the
Keenan,
best chair.
this is actually comfortable as hell.
Yeah.
Huck, this might be finalized. But
Huck's
we're
on
gonna
the couch
welcome.
now.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That is top 2 worst intros
Oh,
we
top.
ever had in
No,
on our
OD.
show.
OD.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, anyways, I'm your host, Huca Bera, and
Holla.
I have my guest.
Wow, that's how you do it?
Yeah, look, so we're not even here.
Okay.
Wow,
We're not
fuck
even
us.
here.
Fuck
Meeko,
us.
we're not even here.
Yo,
Okay.
fuck us, right?
We're not even here.
Damn.
All right.
We all
have my
co-hosts here.
Guys,
We have my
crazy.
co-host.
Keenan Baker, man. This nigga's terrible.
Bileko Wissa, holla, and
What's up, y'all? I'm Meeko Cicero.
you gonna do the owl?
and we
Ow.
have the lovely guest.
Bobby Dean. Hey, what's up?
Bobby.
Bobby Dean in these streets.
And so we are talking about an interesting topic today,
Tell him,
one of my favorites,
holla.
double standards.
Ooh.
Why is that your favorite?
Because,
Because
It's always an interesting discussion at all
Yeah.
times.
yeah, I mean, for me, it's a topic.
It sounds a little recent. It's
You know what I'm saying? It sounds like
Let me tell you something.
Yeah,
Huck
I
thinks he's
like
slick.
doing that shit.
Huck
I
is-
want to
Watch out, watch out,
bring
watch
up
out.
topics that he want to talk about for real.
Exactly.
It's like in case
Watch
a
out for this
specific
guy.
Yeah.
viewer.
This is
or
his therapy
listener.
right here. You feel
Huck
me?
has internal problems. He brings them
Right.
here.
Right.
Oh yeah, this
And
is
then
This is
therapy.
when we talk it
And
out.
then he wants us to discuss it like it's some random shit.
You know,
Nigga-
guys, I just
nigga
thought about
almost-
this.
Nigga almost got me slapped on the doctor podcast. Let's just
Oh, right.
I was like, what's happening right now?
Right. Huck's wife said, "Oh,
Yeah. Really? I was like, oh shit.
No, so I mean, no. So no, it's you deal with things sometimes, and you want maybe another opinion. Now, this is not the case, but recently talking to some friends of mine, we had a good discussion about this, and this would be a good perspective to give them. So
I hope they caught everybody's look because everybody had that look like we're
going
your
on?
friends and we haven't had this convo.
Yeah, we
like
looking
Yeah.
like
We're
use your words,
friends.
Huck. We know your friends. We know what that means.
he's about to go home and he's
Hilarious.
gonna get hit with the. I think it's funny how
Yeah, exactly.
your podcast topic was.
Yeah.
come sit down. Check this.
Yo, come
check
talk
this
to
out.
me.
The random listen to in the car with your wife.
Let's just skip through this podcast today. We don't gotta listen to this one, babe. No.
Right
Oh,
here.
man.
Crazy, right?
right. So
This one ain't
random."
for you. This one ain't for you.
Ryan.
So I went through and got a few of the biggest double standards out there. So we're gonna discuss those and get the females' perspective and then the males.
Yeah.
So let's go to the first: a guy sleeping around and a woman sleeping
This is
around.
one of the biggest ones.
So that's like the biggest.
We're gonna kick this off.
Y'all say that.
Yeah,
if
hold on.
Whoa, mommy, toma,
Wait,
mommy.
I'm bugging. They didn't say.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Whoa,
You said.
oh, mommy, come
Y'all
on.
say. Apparently, the world says if a man has multiple sex, like with multiple partners or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
he's a fucking player. I think if a girl does the same shit, she a player too. Period. She not a hoe, even though society says she's a hoe.
Why?
Because they're fucking. The world is like it's a man.
Driven world.
That's
the
the
man's
driven
world.
That's
world.
one of the
That's-
worst answers.
No, that's exactly why the world thinks
No,
like that.
the
Your
reason
confidence.
the
in
reason
that
I think the
sense.
reason why a lot of people think it is because dick isn't as valued as vagina. Okay, vagina is a lot more value. One, babies come out of vaginas.
Word up.
Dick, we call it what community. Dick gets slanged around like it's nothing. Niggas don't care about dick. They put it in
They
anybody.
should.
As a vagina is at least considered to women themselves and to men more sacred than a dick. Dick ain't shit. Dick is like.
But why she gotta be a hoe though? So.
I mean,
why?
those have been the terms. I mean, that's been since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
That's nothing that we made up. I can't say that we made that up in a sense. Like that's been Hohen's been a thing since
Different
So,
languages, different.
ladies
For
is
Jesus, nigga,
pimps
like-
too. Go and brush your shoulders off.
Not saying that y'all can't be, but I think also too, I think that comes one. I think society does have pressure on it, but I think also too the way we're raised and the mentality. Like a lot of times we talked about this before. I think on our other podcast, but a lot of times men are raised to be a certain way. We're raised to go out there, man, taste every single flavor, knock them all down, then wife up.
Pop, pop.
Whereas a woman is most, not all, but like a lot of women are told to be like, yo, take your time, find out who they are, don't give your body up quick. We're not told to like have our body as like a sacred temple at all. Men are not told that shit at all. Women are told that shit way more than men.
And plus, like a portion of manhood is to like kind of conquer, right? And not just only, I'm not saying conquer a woman, but just conquering just in general, like, right? So when it comes to like even sex for a man, that's a part of your manhood, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of you going into another woman.
And then also too, honestly too, the numbers show like
I don't know if I made sense on that.
you didn't.
Right, let's just edit that out.
But there's I think also too with I think with men, we look at it like this: since there's so many more women than men, we have like there's not even enough of y'all to like to even it out to like play that game. I guess we can. I didn't make sense there.
No,
Like,
we're public. Bobby, go ahead.
This is why double standards should not be a thing.
I don't know what's going
Oh,
on.
it definitely,
Look,
it
I
definitely
just-
should be a thing.
I just look at it like nobody's a hoe, nobody's a fucking player. How about
Amen.
at the end of the day, we're all just living life and we're
feel
all
me?
just trying to find that right one. And at the end of the day, you're not gonna know if you don't, try it out real quick. And it is what
True.
it is. I don't feel like
Try it
anybody
out real quick.
Yeah, you shouldn't be judged for that because at the end of the day, you could have an amazing connection with somebody and let's just say y'all sleep together and the sex is trash and maybe you have, sex is like a really important thing for you. So you're like, you know what? Even though I fuck with old boy, like the sex wasn't right. So next person. So that person shouldn't be judged. We're just, I don't know. I look at it from that perspective.
I guess it's the
It's
way
just
you
trying
go
to
by
find it.
doing it. Like with
Yeah.
women, it's
Wait.
like, okay, I have.
Yeah.
So defensive.
Let me tell you, that chair changed him, boy.
Yeah.
Yo, for real.
Chair,
ahead,
boy.
go ahead.
He made a good
Sorry,
point. He's making a good point. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead,
sorry,
go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Huck. Go ahead, Huck.
Look, as guys, we sometimes like I'm going. We go out there and I'm going to, like you said, conquer. I'm going to take down that one.
Soak my
I'm gonna take
royal
down that one.
oats.
I'm gonna take down that. Women is just you might have had a lot of relationships. So, okay, let's say most of the time you get in a relationship, a woman asks, "How many partners have you had?" There's a difference between how many partners have you had and then how many times have you had sex. Because you could have had the same partner, but you just had a bunch of sex.
With other people.
No,
Or
the
in
same
general?
person. But I'm just saying. So with men, we go out there, and it's almost like how many times have we scored? How many takedowns do we got up under our belt?
We actually give a lot of times
It's
with us,
honor.
We say how many actually women we slept with, whereas sometimes women will say how many they don't count every single guy. Do y'all do that because of
Because niggas is trash. The dick is small. It don't count. It hit nothing.
Whoa! It
I'm
doesn't
kidding,
count
I'm kidding,
because it was
Whoa.
small.
I'm kidding.
I mean, at the end of the
I was
day,
drunk, Meeko. I was
at
drunk.
the end of the day, once the open sesame happen, it's it. It's like
Open sesame.
there's trash vagina out there, but I mean, I gotta count it. I went for that and I did it, and it's just like, hey, even if I didn't bust, it don't
But
matter.
don't you like stop and hear that? Like how horrible that sounds.
Hold
like for
on.
men, even if the sex game was trash, it holds value for you guys that you still
you
knock
still hit
that
it.
body down.
Yeah.
And for women,
Knock that
no,
body
literally
down.
though.
He
And
didn't
for
knock
women,
shit down.
it's the opposite.
Word.
Like if we got more people on our roster, then it's like, oh, she's losing value. Like, and now that's not how the fuck it is at all. Like,
Well,
like
so-
I've known men who have had very small amounts of partners, and their sex game was on point because maybe they're more in tune with the person. You
You're
know,
welcome.
like
I don't,
Not sure. Welcome.
I definitely don't think that more sex means you're better at sex at all, or like or having more partners means you're better at sex at all. I agree with you. There can be different ways. I think some dudes we just go in there mindlessly, just trying to beat it down. There's a lot of fast
That
just beating and thrusting.
Thrusting?
A lot of thrusting.
just some random shit y'all saw on Pornhub
Oh,
that
yeah,
don't
yeah.
work for the average Joe.
Yeah,
Like,
I'll be honest with you. There was a point in time, like I think in my mid-20s, where I was just blacking out during sex. Not in the sense of like actually not in the sense of, no, not in the sense of like blacking out like I don't remember anything. But it was like I stopped valuing even like I didn't value myself. So I wasn't like when I was having sex, it was literally like I would just bust and I'd just be like
Had to go to the bathroom and cry yourself.
there was like so it was really like that's like the sex wasn't as good anymore. I'm sure even for her, she probably was just like, damn, this nigga just literally just thrusting as fast as possible. And then
Get out of here.
And then I had to go through some different things mentally, and I feel
Bedroom
sorry.
bully, boy.
And women between the ages of 25 and about like 28, 27. I'm sorry, but
All right, so
but at a different point in time after that, I know that when I started to value myself more, I started to value sex more and take sex more seriously, and I definitely know I became a better partner then.
So let me ask you this before: do you women, when you find out a guy if he tells the truth? Let's start there. If he tells the truth and says I had a lot of sex partners, does he lose value in your heads?
you don't lose value, but I'm gonna look at him like, okay, like I'm not gonna ask you how much you had, but did you get tested?
That part.
No.
It's funny because I was
No,
gonna say that.
part.
Because that's where like it's like too many niggas. Like some niggas like they have so much sex that I feel like I look at you and I see a disease. Like I need to know.
May God
like,
bless
some
you.
niggas be like ODIN. Like I know a guy like him and his best friend. Like they just be out here, just like every girl they see, they try to get down. And I'm like, that looks like a disease.
It's funny because we don't never think about sex as an addiction, but that can be a whole nother like
It
podcast.
can be.
But we talk about like with disease, I think I don't know if it's like I know with certain cultures or whatever, like Keenan, you brought up something like higher value for like a woman or whatever, right? Like I'm from the Congo, like for a girl to be out in the streets, that devalues the family. Right. So if there's a girl like so like example, my sister was just like smashing, like, yo, she ruins the family name. But for the boy, if the boy was touching girls up or whatever, or touching them up or thrusting or whatever, right? It's really not that big of a deal because like for his value is placed on what he can provide. You know what I mean? So for him fucking a bunch of girls, I was like, well, he has money. And he's
Really?
as a
'Cause
doctor.
That sounds like he's just offering dick.
Word.
No, right, right.
What are you offering?
But that's that weird, like, kind of like double standard or whatever. But if a girl is out here like, man, the value of the family, oh man, because it like if she was to go marry dude A or whatever, right? And the dude was like, does she come from a good family? Our family would be looked down upon. No, she's a hoe, so the family's not good.
So the whole family's a hoe?
No, right. They didn't raise her right. They can't control her daughter, but that's kind of weird.
But I was gonna say too. Do when you see certain, and I guess for like girls, men too, when you see certain guys and they might have a certain look or a certain swag or a certain amount of like they're in a certain amount of tax bracket, do you feel like, okay, I understand that if he's knocked a bunch down, you be like, he gets that pass because he either looks a certain way,
right,
or he has a certain type of bank account. So I'll be like, I understand that he's gonna have a higher body count. You let that pass?
I'm the wrong person to ask because I fuck with uglies. So
Whoa.
and they be, hey, no, but those be the ones that be like having low key like most of the bitches. And I mean, it is what it is. I'm not gonna judge you regardless, but that's just me. I'm on that level. I'm on the type where I'm just like, look, dude, we're adults. I'm not gonna judge you for what you've done. I hope you don't judge me for anything that I've done. Let's just make sure we're safe. Because when she mentioned the whole like disease thing, that part, and I just feel like in general, that's another double standard
Oh, absolutely.
too, that we do need to bring up because it's okay for women to always get tested and if my girl's good, then I'm good. That's that whole mentality, but it's like that's ignorant as fuck, and men need to get tested too because at the end of the day, you're taking care of yourself and your girl too by making sure you're good. And it's not even for your current partner, but shit, it might have been like the last bitch.
See, I thought it was the total opposite. I thought women like they feel like they're not out there as much, so they don't get tested as often as guys.
Well, guys don't get tested with niggas. I only know 3 niggas out of every nigga that I've ever met in my whole life that gets tested consistently.
That part.
The first time I'm someone consistent. I've been tested before. When I got tested, nigga, the bricks that I was shitting, and I felt like I was good. But the shit can stay, especially men, dormant a lot longer for years.
And realistically, something that I feel like is not shared in the community is the simple fact that men, you guys are the ones that pass everything on.
Right.
It's not saying that you guys are the nasty ones. I mean, you could have literally slept with someone that gave you something, but still, y'all pass it on. We don't.
But you know what's the worst part about it too is the fact that we don't have that fear of disease. Like we don't think it exists. Like
Niggas more scared of pregnancy than disease.
Right.
Isn't that sad?
Right.
It is.
Right.
It's real.
Right.
Bruh.
I don't. Let me tell you. I don't.
And even the double standard of like if staying on the sex part of like rawness. Some dudes will be like, yo man, if she let me hit raw the first night, she a hoe. But you hit her raw too, and it's just like
Right.
So like you wasn't like how many people were you doing that first?
Yeah.
Oh, you weird?
And that's real. And I'm like, I'll sit there and always be honest. I've been that dude before. I'll be like, yo, she let me smash. She should. But I've also wiped. I mean, and he knows. I wiped a girl that was like the first time I smashed the first few hours, and I went raw, and I ended up wiping her. But
You gonna bring that up?
anytime.
Damn.
Anyway, yeah. But anyways, but that happens. A lot of guys with that'll be our mentality is like, yo, man, she let me smash, man. You should try to hit that nigga. She a hoe, nigga. Let me hit raw the first night. Like, how could she? How could you, nigga?
Right.
Word.
You know what's funny? Because you know what happened? Because Magic's been alive the past 35 years. We don't think HIV or AIDS exists anymore.
Well, that's the thing. When it comes to all that shit, AIDS was scary back in the day. And you see a nigga dwindle. You like, God damn, this nigga is 20 pounds now.
Right.
But nowadays,
Dwindle.
if we don't. The fact that we don't see like herpes and everything out like in the public, like just walking around like herpes,
Right.
niggas ain't scared of it.
Right. No.
I wonder why that is though. Like why they don't promote that shit like they used to.
You drive in Hollywood now, and if you see like a billboard in Hollywood, it just like it's like STD test, get tested, you might have HIV, and it be two gay niggas on the billboard.
And that's
like
what I was
this.
gonna say.
Not
Why
too
does
gay
it always
niggas.
no? Literally,
For
it's always
real.
got to be in the gay community. But it's like, what about the straight people? Like, it needs to be put
Honestly?
out there for everybody to make sure they're good and tested.
Yeah, we need to, and then testing needs to be, I think, probably in more places. Because like I think a lot of times
In the
too,
club,
Yeah.
they need to offer it everywhere.
Not in the club. The bouncer handing it out.
Smash the chicken in the bathroom. Smash the chicken in the bathroom real
DJ.
quick. Boom. 30 second test.
After
Bam.
you get patted
Yeah.
down, you get pulled
You
to the
get your
side.
wristband and a condom. There you go.
But you know the problem
That'd be
is
great to
too.
get in our club.
But you know what else it is too? Because in our community, we don't trust scientists. We don't trust like
doctors.
doctors.
We
We don't trust
trust
doctors.
That's real.
So
That's
like,
real.
why man? Fuck that, man. Whatever. Like we have this mentality, like man, whatever.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? If I get herpes, nigga, fuck it, because we don't value ourselves.
Also,
that's true too. Yeah.
to go back to what you said, like, so like, do I like does his value go down? I mean, I guess you could kind of look at it as like, for us, you could talk about sex, but it also looks like, damn, do you just fuck with everybody, nigga?
I get
the
you
same
on
time.
that part though.
It's like, how many? If you fucking so many people, like, damn, like, are you loyal to anybody?
So,
It's like one person.
so yes, it does devalue.
Sometimes it could, yeah.
Mm.
I'm a tough cookie, so this is.
I mean, does it? I think when it comes to that, like I look at it like, and the older that I've gotten, because I used to be like, I used to always be the body count guy. Like, so what's your body count, girl?
Really?
19.
I didn't know a nigga do that.
God damn! Because I was like, it was an insecurity in me. Like I was embarrassed about like you didn't, and like us, like some of us are from here. I didn't want to be walking around and be like, yo, yeah, that nigga, hey, what's up, man?
Watch out for him, girl.
And he say, what's up to your girl? What's up, girl? And they gotta have a weird smile. I'm like, hey, what the fuck? And everywhere I go now, there's a nigga weirdly smiling at her because he smashed. Right? That was my insecurity for the longest. But now I was just like, all right, at the end of the day,
Stuff happens.
being older,
Right.
Yeah.
and especially if you got a pretty girl, it's like, nigga, her body count, if anything, should be high. If she wants to, she can get dick whenever the average woman can get dick whenever she wants to, if she really wants to.
Realistically, yes.
Yeah.
I feel like men forget that part too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Literally, it's a
Yeah.
call away, text away,
24/7.
DM
Yeah.
away, whatever.
Yeah.
Just
You don't even
walk
need to do that.
outside.
Just walk outside.
Yeah.
Down the street right
Yeah.
now.
Oh, you think you don't think I can't do that either? I'm out here.
But look at that though. Look at that. Look at when men get like the double standard. It kind of switches because now that like I think what Chris Rock said this. He said once you get money, you become the hot girl in the room when you're a guy.
Right.
When you get like noticeable amount of money or you get fame, whatever you want to call it, you're now the hot woman in the club.
Right.
You can walk into the club and women are trying to fuck you just like how if a chick that's
Just
looking
walk
bad in the
outside.
club.
Yeah.
Same type of thing.
That's why women, as you guys get older, you guys are used to saying no. Like us?
We're not used to that. A lot of guys are not
what?
used to turning down vagina. Like,
What?
A lot of times,
Really?
dudes will lie, cheat, steal, to do anything to keep vagina around, even if we fuck up. No, that was my cousin. That wasn't even me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What?
Because we don't want to lose vagina in any type of way.
No.
You misread what he
Not my
said.
cousin.
Yeah.
We'll lie.
saying-
We'll lie.
I'm kidding.
But I'm saying like we try to do that, so it's a weird thing. But to continue on with double standards. So what do you think about when it comes to dating then? When it comes to double standards,
I was going to bring up the next one.
We don't gotta go in order. We can just go right
The
there.
next one. And number 2. What's the number 2 is?
I thought that was part of dating in a way. See, I'm trying to.
Oh, that's
No,
so
because
cute.
I was gonna say, because in the sense of dating, it's like, bro, like now when it comes to money and financial. So when it comes to like going on a date, the double standard is the guy has to pay.
I feel like whoever asked the person on a date needs to pay on the first date.
First of all,
You're a new woman. That's interesting.
yeah, but I hear her saying that, but I don't believe it.
Yeah, that
Why?
sounds
Because
adorable.
Y'all don't be asking niggas.
No.
He said that sound adorable.
Some
Yeah,
women
no.
do.
It was really cute.
Some women are
9
that,
women.
I
9
counted
y'all.
all of them.
How many guys have you asked on a date and paid on the first date?
I haven't asked a guy on a
There
date.
we go.
but
There we go.
Listen,
There we go.
but
Void.
I
Come on.
paid
How you
Null and void.
I've paid a lot of fucking dates. Okay.
Whole
by
dates or for
choice.
yourself?
No, for like us. Like I wanted to pay for the date and I asked and I begged and I'm like, can I please? Because y'all niggas got this ego like, nah, I gotta
Very
pay.
true. That's true.
And I'm like, no,
I'm gonna need
can
to find
I
these men with
please?
these egos because I don't know them. Where they
There
at?
are some men like that. No, like in a gentleman way. Like, nah, like I feel like I should pay. I'm dude. I asked you out. Like I want to take you out and like spoil you type shit.
Nah, I
And
know
I'm
some
like,
bums. I need
oh,
all
damn,
that.
sis, I
Girl,
don't
we
know
need
that.
to chop
know
it
that.
up after this.
Okay.
real quick.
Okay. No,
I know a
like,
couple guys
seriously,
for you.
It's like I like to pay, but I won't ask a guy out on a date though, cause like nah.
See, that's another double standard.
There's double
I don't
standard.
give a
If you,
fuck.
but I thought you. Like,
And that's what I'm saying.
I don't give a fuck.
And that's what I'm saying. Double standards are going to always exist. You
But,
can't
yes,
say you don't want this
agreed.
double
No, they're not,
standard.
'cause I'm in the mall
But
right
that's
now.
just me. It's a double standard for me, I guess. But there are women out there that do it. So is it really a double standard for real?
Yeah, it's still a
Yeah,
double
it's double-
standard.
still double
Yes.
standard.
What?
It's all right.
That's amazing. We've been on this show for 20 minutes to talk about double standard. You're like, yeah, double standard, but for you, nah, fuck that.
Not for me.
What kind of shit is that?
But why is that? Why do you not value the man as the same if he doesn't like
Bless you.
Like if he doesn't either pay or ask or whatever, ask you out?
No, I guess it depends on the situation. Like,
Is he
the way
considered
it
a bitch
happened.
or whatever like that?
Nah, like if I intend, like, I don't know how to explain this. Like, I feel like it depends on the situation and how like it came about. If you not gonna pay, you know what I'm saying? I never expect somebody to pay. I've always been prepared just in case.
Right.
But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't fucking know.
Do you respect a man if he well, I guess you said you fuck with
I fuck with some bums. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I can admit that. You know.
Damn.
So have you
Yeah.
I mean, but
You
have
know
you
they're bums before you.
Unfortunately, no, because
Oh,
they'll put up
okay.
a front. But I mean, for me, I'm with her in the fact that I think it does depend on the situation. I would prefer to pay for somebody that I know, like that's my man.
Yeah.
Like if
Okay,
that's my
yeah.
man, like I don't give a fuck. Like
Right.
what's mine is yours, and same for me. I would
Yeah.
hope.
And
But
may
if I'm
God
getting
bless
to know
you.
you, I'm gonna need you to see a little like
Effort.
work. Yeah, a little something.
No, that makes sense.
Because
Go ahead.
I have been the chill bitch that's on some like, yeah, we chilling, we doing whatever, and then I feel like motherfuckers be taking advantage of that.
Word.
so does the value
your
of that
wallet,
person go
baby.
down if either one would you ever holler at a man, one, and two, does his value go down if you pay for the first date? Just the first date, but he pays after that. But like the first date y'all go on, he goes, "Oh, I actually forgot my wallet." Would you be like, "All right,
That's different.
this nigga's done."
Nah, cause
You
that
got-
bullshit, you know,
you
goddamn
got-
well you ain't forget
Their
your wallet.
shoulders,
Knock it off.
Honestly,
Keenan,
knock
their
it
shoulders
off.
popped
It
in
was like-
sync. Like, nigga, you
Hold
forgot.
on. I don't understand how a nigga can't forget his wallet, but y'all be forgetting y'all purse all the time.
First of what? I know who you fucking with.
Yeah,
'Cause I
Keenan.
ain't never forget my purse.
Keenan, let me tell you
I
something.
never forgot my shit. Did I tell him I was prepared?
I ain't never exactly.
Right.
I'm
You
with
heard all the high.
okay?
You heard all the,
You know,
hey, you heard all the high pitches.
the high
All you
pitches.
heard-
I ain't never forget my purse.
That's all you heard.
Nah,
Come on, fam.
Let's tell you.
Cancel
trying to
that.
play
But no.
niggas.
But let's put it this way. Like, for instance, like someone that I was talking to, like first date, he handled it. Great date. He set the bar real nice. But he
gotta
was a
lower it.
bonehead and he did 1,000% lose his wallet. He did. So I was like, all right, I'm not going to spoil you because you ain't a bad bitch, but I'm going to meet you halfway. I'm going to pull up with you a few little things.
Why you gotta talk to him like that?
Because it is what it is, and we ain't talking no more, so I could talk reckless.
You know
Something's
what?
going on here.
You know what?
You guys are like in complete sync. There's like an
Man.
invisible like magnet.
She's my flaming.
Cause she
you know what
probably
I'm
feels
saying?
it. She's like, you know what? I probably dated him.
She my
That
flame.
bum dude. But now, you know, he lost his wallet. I felt for him. We had a great first date. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna meet you halfway. I'm gonna
Word
bring a
up.
little something to your crib. Cause like I said, I ain't taking you out. You got me fucked up. But
After he took you out?
I would have taken him out. I wouldn't mind.
After he took you out?
No, because if we have fun before, like I would definitely like, all right, it's on me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Damn, girl, you mean.
Let me tell you
Because I
something.
pulled up to the house with the treats and the this and the that. So that's my version
I
of
would
the
value.
date.
I actually would
And I
value.
still wasted my money.
You cooked him something
Word.
at the crib.
No, but I brought him food. I brought him stuff.
I would I
It
value
was
that.
a thought.
That's
I
actually
value
dope.
It was a
Yeah,
thought.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
I
so I
value that,
still
yeah.
spent. I went and spent my coins and my gas, and I
Yeah.
pulled up. So that's why I'm like, it's still the equivalent. I'm
Yeah.
just not about to flaunt him.
It's amazing because for me, if I like a woman and I'm gonna take her out, I'm paying for everything because I don't want her at any moment to have
think
this
you a bum.
conversation with her friends at any moment.
Thank you.
No.
The double standard, that's real.
And it's real. Even in a
Yeah,
relationship. Kenny
yeah.
saw me with my ex and, knock knees. And
Oh.
it's a whole thing. I don't want to talk about it now. Skip, come on now. Come on, huh?
It's fine. We can
No.
imagine.
But like the whole relationship, I was like, whenever we go out, I'm going to pay because I'm paranoid about that conversation. I don't want at any moment for me to be around your friends and them to cut their eyes at me because I didn't pay for one date.
But why? At the end of the
fuck your
day, it's
friends.
perception.
No,
Yeah.
first
Yeah,
of
so
all,
who gives a flying fuck?
First of all,
Yeah.
fuck the friends. Second of
Yeah.
all, why she have like I don't feel like I never had that kind of conversation with like my friends. Like, damn, he couldn't pay, so I pay for him. Like,
My thing is,
that's mad. Like,
yeah.
foul.
If I'm paying for like in a relationship, I normally pay for the majority of the dates anyways.
Right.
All right. So if you pay for a few dates. Man, like if you said anything, like, I had to pay for a date one time, I'll be like,
Word,
man, shut the fuck up.
Right.
Like, what you talking about? I
Get 'em,
paid
boss.
for 98% of the dates.
Right.
Be nice and come out your goddamn wallet for once.
Amen. Preach. Told that shit.
Go ahead, Huck.
He's like, damn.
I mean,
He got shit to do. He's like, I'm that bum dude.
'cause no,
Let
see,
me not.
Huck think he about to escape on this shit.
Word. up.
He gonna think he gonna ask the questions but not answer shit. Oh,
Talk to us. Tell us
You're
some shit.
married, so how do you divvy up and how do you feel about that?
Ooh, yeah.
And when it comes to dating or
Is
anything
your
like
wife
that,
paid?
she's
How
a
was that
doctor.
first
She's a
date?
doctor.
That doesn't mean she paid.
That's a good.
That means she the daddy.
Hey, may God
good
bless you.
assumption.
There's
That's not.
a brain
true.
under the gray.
That's not true.
No.
Oh, what he said?
Yeah, but anyways, yeah. I have to pay for 2 women.
Oh, your
Baby.
daughter.
As
Yeah.
you should.
So yes.
Look at Bobby D. Bobby D.
Don't
As
push
you
her.
should.
She
And
don't
I
for her.
get mad when she doesn't eat her food.
Who?
Your
The
daughter?
baby
Your
and
wife or
his
your
boo.
daughter?
Both of them.
There you go.
I'm gonna be real with you. On a date, if I'm paying for the dinner and we go out and you don't finish your food, that's my food.
Nah.
Word up.
Keenan.
Look, I'm gonna press you this way. Look, I'm not no
I
prissy bitch.
paid.
Nah, but check it out. I'm not no prissy bitch, but when I go on a date, I get mad shy, so I can't eat all my food how I want to.
Why?
So then I just do. I
You
can't explain
wildin'
it.
out.
But hold up. But then in the comfort of my home, motherfucker, I got these sweats on. I'm gonna go to town, and I'm gonna be like, you know what? That was a great date. Thank you for this.
guys
You know what?
the first
are the
platter
same
is?
And now
spirit.
it's
You know what
two
the first platter
meals.
is?
No,
now
no,
it's
no.
two
She
meals.
wildin'.
You don't get
You
2
know what-
meals if you don't finish your
First
food.
of all,
You're
my
not an
first
adult
meal-
at that point.
First
I
of all,
get
the first
dessert.
meal or the appetizer is chicken wings, so I know it's real. If you judge me because I'm
And
eating
see-
chicken wings niggas, and with the bones, fuck
And
outta
see,
here.
that's
no,
me too,
you
because I
gotta
do
be
love
comfortable.
But but I gotta build to that
can't
because I be
fake
fucking
with
up.
you.
Because I'm country as fuck with my chicken. I'm gonna crack them bones, and it's gonna look like a dog fucked it up. But I can't let you see that. We gotta build to that.
Look
Let me
at
tell you
face.
something.
gotta
I'm just
build to
watching
that.
y'all. I'm enjoying the
But-
show.
But that's why the real reason why you can't. That's fronting to me. You
It's-
front.
it's- thank
wait.
you. That's what it feels
You
like.
fronting on the first date. So
I'm
now,
mad introverted.
if
Can I
you
live?
He's a can I live? No.
if you do that in front of me on the first date, at least for a guy like me, right? And there's guys out there like me. I'm gonna be like, yo, she a real one for that. She didn't front in front of me. She
Yeah.
kept it real. And
She
cause
was-
I'm not gonna sit there and try to eat all whatever like that. I'm gonna eat the way I eat.
Right.
I want you to eat. I want you to be comfortable around me
Word.
Be
out
yourself.
the gate. Because if you're not out the gate, I'm like, all right, cool. This is now this whole time you're putting up like what is
front.
another thing that Chris Rock said. You're putting up that representative.
representation.
And it's like,
yeah,
yo,
yeah.
just be yourself. Especially at the age that we're at now. We're kind of like late 20s, early 30s. So it's like,
What
I
are you
understand,
friend?
I understand 21. You're like, okay, I'm just gonna.
You don't even know who you
take
are.
one bite, you know,
Still
my
can't
stomach
relate.
hurts. Now I'm thinking your stomach hurts. So I'm like, you gotta take a shit. Go take a shit.
Let me tell you
I'm
something.
not afraid. I understand when you go to the bathroom for longer than 4 minutes, you shitting to me anyways. Whether you doing makeup or not, you shitting.
Wow.
But I still won't judge you off that because I'm like, yo, that's nigga, we gotta shit.
Look. I was
Girls don't
raised
shit.
really big on table manners. So for me, chicken wings, there's no way you could eat that shit with table manners. So I can't do all that in front of you so soon.
Yes, you
then
can.
on top of that, let's keep it real. Men be looking at how you eat, and it's always correlated to sex. And
True.
I can't have you see me tearing up these bones and thinking
And then
that's what's good.
I'm about to like
I
devour your
I actually
fucking
like
leg
that. I like that. Actually.
But here's the
I'm into that kind of
here's the
stuff.
you know what's funny though?
I can't.
Here's the kicker. Here's the kicker though. It don't matter what you do or eat. We're already thinking that. Before the date, when I saw your picture and if I see your lips, I'm like, God damn. So it's already there's nothing you can do about that. You can't stop a nigga's imagination.
The
You
waiter,
can't.
the waiter's like, ma'am, what are you gonna have? She's gonna have a banana.
And why the fuck?
banana.
But if you know something like
Zynga
that,
guy.
if you know something like that, why the fuck you getting chicken wings?
That's why I'm not. That's
Y'all
why I said
passionate
I
over
can't.
there.
That's fine. Don't get chicken
I'm
wings.
not getting no chicken wings. That's a I love you later. We eating that later.
All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Y'all are the same people. This is amazing. You find your kindred spirit.
All right, the next one.
Damn,
Using
so you gonna hold the whole shit
The
whole
topic
time?
got him a little.
yes,
Yeah, got
All
too
right.
excited.
using a period as an excuse not to have sex.
That's not a
Oh.
fucking excuse.
That's
a
shady.
fact.
We got to put this down, man. It's,
All
not,
right.
it's not staying up.
I can suck your dick, but we're not
That's
having
why.
sex.
But
and
that's
you're
why.
not putting it in my ass. Period.
Huh?
Huh?
I don't know what
You
we're
said using your period.
as an excuse.
Excuse to not have sex?
Uh huh.
Yeah.
I'm saying
That's bum
as,
shit.
as a double standard.
How is that
like,
bomb shit?
I feel like that's bum
listen,
shit.
listen.
Because
Go ahead.
if a guy like a guy says he's tired, a woman might think that he's messing
cheating.
around.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
of course. Oh, shit. She was on it.
That is not true.
But I am tired.
She's been here before.
If I'm working long days, okay, I can get tired and fatigued.
That's a lie.
We can't get niggas can't be tired. That's ridiculous.
Y'all
let me
ain't
tell
tired
you,
for
I ain't never
what's
tired for
game,
that,
2K?
boy.
Exactly.
I be
That's what I'm
tired.
talking about. You
At
ain't tired.
33, I do. I'm like, yo, I get tired at
Hold
10
on.
o'clock now. My
Wait a
thing
minute.
is,
He said 10 o'clock.
I'm being real. If that's the case, here's the thing. I'll be tired, but I can always still get a session in. But all I say is like, yo, you might have to ignite it. You have
That's
to be the
okay.
starter.
And that's okay.
Okay.
Keep it real.
That's
But
right.
hold on.
Yeah.
You're trying to act
I'm
like you
always
don't
ready.
get tired too. So you mean to tell me you
I
always ready to
don't.
go?
I'm sorry. I'm the wrong
You
person.
always ready to go?
I'm down. If that's my man and I'm feeling you,
Okay, that's
we
your man.
always ready. Like,
But no, seriously. Like,
You wanna
had,
teach a
like,
class?
A whole day
'Cause some
of
of these
work.
girls,
Like,
man.
a whole day of work. You do want to see your man, and you happy to see your man, but
Done
bitch,
it.
you tired.
done it. It's just gonna be lazy sex, and that's okay. How he said, as long as we have that communication, I'm
Hold
gonna take
on.
care of you. You
Lazy
take care of me.
sex.
We
If-
might have to do.
I
you know
average
what lazy sex
38
is?
and 8.
No,
He know,
if-
I know
he's
you know
married.
about, I was about to say, I know you
Yeah.
gotta know about lazy sex.
if a guy gave you lazy sex, it would be a problem.
Says who?
Why you pointing out
I'm,
B?
I'm,
That
I'm,
sounds
I'm just
personal.
doing the
Is it-
finger.
The little finger.
I was like, B, you
I
know.
think that was like
Whoa,
a,
whoa, whoa.
no, it was message. Message. Is it a message?
message.
First of all, has a nigga given you lazy sex before?
Yes.
Not really. I mean, I'm just polite.
See?
Yeah.
I'ma call it lazy sex, but it ain't lazy sex. It's the little, the little spoon one
It's just
y'all lay
not
on the
full.
side.
It's
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, it ain't all the
Yeah.
tricks. It ain't all the swirls and everything.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
I love this
Did you
episode.
get off? Did I get off? Then great. Mission accomplished.
Amen.
Congratulations.
It's gonna be a 2-hour
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
When it comes to that too, when it comes to in the sexual part, it's funny because like girls get another bad rep for if they boppers, dome givers, any of those different things. But
Boppers.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm like, that's a new one.
What is
head
that?
bopping,
The bop?
head bopping,
Oh, head
fellatio,
bopping.
right?
Oh, sucking dick.
Clinical.
Yeah, we at head clinic. Y'all get a bad rep, and it's always a double standard. Like a girl, oh man, she just a dick sucker. But you rarely ever hear about dudes being like, this nigga just be eating pussy out here. This nigga just the carpet munching ass nigga.
If you
Like-
Jamaican, yeah.
What do you mean?
Jamaicans like have this stigma that they don't want to like admit that they fucking
Eat pussy.
eat pussy.
I thought it was like a young man
No,
thing.
Are you Jamaican?
No, I'm Haitian.
Okay.
However,
Oh, girl, Dominican, Caribbean.
Ew,
That's
ew.
why.
Oh, there it
Do
is.
Haitians
They're on the
get
same
rep?
island.
That's
They're
why.
on the same
But
island.
wait, hold
Okay,
up.
I
Do
get it.
Haitians get
Split.
the same rep? Because Dominicans be loving they eat everything.
no, let me tell you something.
Everything.
I said it's a stigma only because they do be eating a lot of vagina.
Well, congratulations.
It's a
They just
Caribbean
be
episode.
lying
I knew
about
it.
I love it.
They just be lying about it.
Niggas in general do. They just don't ever say it
But
publicly.
Nah, there's a lot
Why?
of men that don't like it, which
What?
those all need to be shipped to an island.
Word.
To
I think
Like,
Well, Timbuktu's
DJ
on the
Khaled.
continent.
honestly,
DJ Khaled got him.
I think
He said he don't eat it.
He don't eat it.
Yeah.
He
But I-
don't eat
He said he don't eat it.
he said
his
it. He
wife's
said it when he first
vagina.
on like on social media. Yeah.
I didn't
Yup.
even. I'm
Yup.
late, and
He
he's
gotta-
a big boy. You know
Right.
he must be hungry. Stop it.
Nigga. He gotta go. He gotta go.
But here's the thing. Do you think it's? Do you honestly think it's a lie though? Because it's like y'all be like some of y'all be like, I don't be sucking dick. I don't.
No, I think those people are being honest.
Yeah.
I think
Being
they're being
honest?
honest,
Okay.
and I do. Yeah, but I do think that those people. It's not even that they don't. Not for everyone, but for most, it's not that they don't like it. They're just not experienced, or they're paranoid about not pleasing their partners the right way. And because I've met those people too, where they're like, okay, I'm gonna keep it real. They're like, I just don't do it often, and I'm not good at it. And I'm like,
I can
well,
teach
shit.
you.
Y'all need, I'm like, talk to your partner or talk to the homie that's gonna give you like some tips and tricks and shit. Cause ain't nothing wrong with being like a certain age and not being experienced. Like you could
there
learn
is.
at any
Yes,
time.
there is.
Not at all.
I've had an older woman that gave trash dome, and I was like, you can't be 30 plus giving head like this at all.
Well, why didn't you walk
And then
her through it?
and then I tried to. No, I tried to walk her through, and she was like, "I know what I'm doing, nigga." And I was like, "Apparently you don't." And I wasn't even mad at her. I got mad at all the other niggas
That lied to
let
her.
this pass.
I'm with you on that.
He went to
I'm
nigga
like,
court.
for all these
Judge?
years, mid 30s to going on 40s, you let her get away with this shit? Give me their numbers and fuck you niggas.
Maybe
'cause
she had like a
that's
old
some bullshit.
school
You gonna take 'em all
style
out?
or something. Like maybe
No,
she hadn't
nigga.
learned the new tricks.
It
and
wasn't-
shit.
it was-
like,
Like
No.
disco head? What old school stuff?
The new- this can't be an
You
old
go around in a circle?
Yeah.
I know a guy. It's a whole thing.
Her style was called trash. That's what it was called.
Oh shit.
Basuda.
Basura.
Yeah.
Basura. No.
Basura, bro.
Let's go back to your original question, right?
I thought you answered that.
Did I?
You started it off.
Did I really?
You did.
Oh, ooh, never
Yeah.
mind.
All right, moving on.
Look,
So
go ahead. Go
what's
ahead.
up? No,
No,
what's
I
up?
was gonna say because like you talking about like niggas that don't like eat pussy. It's like
Oh no, but I've known them.
it's weird because I thought that was like a young man thing. No, I don't eat pussy because you got the ego. Once you get older, you're in a relationship. It's like I want to make my girl feel good,
Yeah.
so I'll do it good for her.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna be out here.
These are
eating-
boyfriends that's saying this, or this is just niggas that
Yeah, 'cause I'm
that's
just
fucking
like-
with chicks?
One was a boyfriend. The other one was definitely somebody that I was like, we were building to that. But one of them didn't discuss it at all. The other one flat out was just like, it's just something I've never done and I'm not doing it. And I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
and this is the end of the
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah, because it's just
Yeah.
like if I'm in a relationship with
And
a
I'm a
girl-
loving, giving person,
honestly,
so I'm like, fuck you.
I had
what
a
you thought
nigga
you was
like
having all the
that.
fun?
I had a
Right.
nigga like that. He wasn't my nigga, but he was my nigga. You feel me? I know.
that's the double
Like,
standard
however,
shit.
not only did he not eat the poom poom, the nigga
Then he
had
Expected
a
everything.
small ass dick.
Oh,
No,
bless him.
So it was like a double like
Bless
negative. You know what
him.
I'm saying? It's just like
Somebody
big.
lied to him and told him he had a big one and he had that mentality, so he was like, I don't gotta
no.
do
I
shit.
think he just had that mentality that he's just the
Trash.
nigga.
That sounds like a depressing handicap.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's like sexual purgatory. That's terrible.
Bruh.
You just made him sound like
The
so sorry. For
No, because
All right,
I don't
moving on.
understand that ego because like when you're having sex with somebody, it's two bodies that become one or three, whatever you're into or whatever, right? But two bodies becoming one, right? If you give, right? If you give as much to your partner, you'll receive it back.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
'Cause
as you can see, we're not together.
because like body counts that I have, like I've had girls come back because of the fact, like, no, you know how to make me feel. And I was like, no, it's not. Even though we broke up and it's like, this is not going to work. We don't work well together. But when it came to that activity, I was 38 and 8.
Yeah.
They
I was
said,
gonna,
like-
before you move, I know you're gonna move on real quick. But is that true? When y'all go back to a nigga, an old nigga, is it because it was good, or you just be like or is it
Nah.
actually because you was like, all right, he's one of the out of the three niggas that I can go back to, he's the best
said
one.
three.
Is
Or
this
whatever,
like-
how many?
3 to
Is
6.
this like in
3 to
general,
6.
or is this like just for sex?
Right.
For sex, when it comes to sex, when you go back to a dude, and be like, all right, let me hit this dude up. What you doing? Hey, big head type thing.
Nah.
Hey, big ass.
I'll go back for sex.
Same. I'm like, I
I'll
don't
go back
do
for
all
sex.
that. Cause then that's gonna hype him up to think that it's like, yeah, and
he
it's
could
like,
have me again. Nah.
yeah.
So you don't go back to old cats,
I
not necessarily
don't.
boyfriends, but even just old
No.
dick.
Yeah, no.
Fuck that.
Once you're in the dump pile, that's it.
That's it.
yeah.
That's another
Outta
double
here.
standard too, right?
How was that a double standard.
No,
I
it's
think
like-
women have higher standards. That's why we eliminate y'all, and it's forever.
No, but I'm saying
The double standard is go ahead.
No, but I'm saying, but like a dude, he'll have no problem going back.
Yeah.
If
So
it's nothing,
that's double. Like we don't a lot of.
Once again, that's not
How's
a
that
double
a double
standard.
standard?
That means y'all just have
a low standard.
Yeah, that's
a
completely
lower
y'all
different.
standard.
changing the rules in the
Not
middle.
a double.
Yeah.
Because that's a personal thing. That's not a
That's a you thing, sir.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, the married dude's telling me that. That's a me thing now. Niggas married with kids now. Now I'm out in these streets trash. What, basura? Now I'm basura.
Yeah, aw, it's over.
Moving on.
Toma.
It's all right.
Oh my god.
Transitioning.
All right.
All right. Messaging or talking to the opposite sex when you're in a relationship and your partner doesn't know that you have this personal relationship. Now, here's the double standard part.
That's
So-
where the problem is.
Yeah, I'm like that part. Your partner doesn't know.
No, yeah, that's the problem.
That's-
Well, they know of the person, but they
But
don't know that
still.
you're going to the movies.
That part.
Yeah,
Yes,
going
it's
to
the
the movies like
secretive part.
I mean, it depends on the friendship. Like if I know that you guys are like cool, but like I don't always see y'all hanging out and shit. But like y'all go to the movies because that's that cool. I
Yeah.
don't have a problem with it. However, if I do not know her,
Yes, that's
period,
where it's a little.
she
sus.
don't know me, I don't know her. You over here like hanging out with her, and I
That's
ask you about
sus.
how was your day, and you did not include that into your day. Like that's the problem.
So you better tell me you made a new friend.
Hey, you gotta relax, man. You gotta relieve.
I'm just saying
So
that's
you
the problem.
expect that your partner to tell you everything that's kind of going on in a conversation with that.
No, I
Not
don't.
the whole
I didn't say
convo.
anything about the conversation. I said I have to know that
The person
like, that-
exists.
yeah, that they exist. That y'all are actually really friends.
Mhm.
Because some niggas be trying to play that friendship.
Yes, with
and
everybody.
it's not really they friend.
Met a bitch at a grocery store. That's my
That's
sister.
that's my. Alright.
That's,
I don't know about
that's
the
a little
serious-
sis. That's the
I don't know about
the
the
whatever.
Oh, her. That's just a little sister.
Yeah. We went to grade school together.
They're
It's
trying
like
to do that shit.
Grade school.
I think that's what the double standard really is the men and women friends thing. 'Cause
Yeah.
Yeah.
Men don't be liking when they're girls and women to have friends at all. We always be like,
So that's
man,
what I was gonna get
he
to.
trying to fuck.
No, he's just waiting. He's just waiting
Yeah.
on me to fuck up.
Yeah, and
When
in a lot of cases that the plotting is there, but when we have female friends, we kind of try to tell y'all like it's not like that type thing.
But how does that make sense?
No. I'm
Because-
saying
no, so-
the double standard.
Yeah, in that part, I do think that the double standard does exist because you guys feel like every man that's around us want to hit, but then you
It's
guys
probably
can say
true.
that y'all got friends that y'all
It's
don't
probably
want to
true,
hit.
but it doesn't mean
So-
that girls have a better way of. We just
We
discussed
got that
it. We
radar.
say no to
Mhm.
a lot of shit. So it's like even though we know he want to fuck, we don't want to fuck. You should be secure with that shit. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Girls on the other way, the other side around it is like girls are kind of like manipulative, and you guys are really like
Well, we don't have that experience of saying no.
weak.
Well, not me, but-
exactly.
No, not me.
So
though.
that's where the problem occurs.
I
with
think
guys.
I get it all the time.
I think it might be a controlling thing. I think dudes feel like they control situations better than women. So in their head, they're looking at it like in the sense of like if something happens, like a woman's not going to take advantage of a guy in a guy's head. If it happens, he lets it happen. A guy's looking at it like, yo, if you around this dude, if you smoke with this nigga, he can fuck you
Right.
and take advantage of you.
what?
He can.
And I feel like
No, he
that's a-
cannot.
Physically,
I feel like
he can. Physically, that's what I'm saying. In different instances, he can. That's what I'm trying to. That's
I
what I'm
think
trying
in
to
that
say.
sense it's different. Women, how she was saying, we already say no on a regular, so
Right.
we realistically have more control of a lot
That's
of
true.
situations.
That's true.
Yeah.
And men, no offense, but y'all just be going with the flow. Whatever y'all could get and catch,
Sweet.
y'all with it.
Those bubbly niggas that you were talking about earlier.
But see, that's the double standard because that's what most women think. They don't want us to have. It's the same thing.
It's very.
I
want
don't
us-
have. All right.
Yeah, she just
Here's
said
my
it. She
thing.
don't mind
I don't
as long
have
as y'all communicate
no
that.
problem
Yeah.
with my nigga having multiple female friends.
Same.
As long as I know
Yes.
that's your friend.
Yeah.
And she knows I'm your girlfriend.
Right.
I don't care about
As long as there's that
after
respect.
However, I always go into a relationship or anybody that I'm talking to, and I'm always gonna tell you, like, I'm honestly grew up around a lot of guys. I naturally just like have a lot of guy friends. Like, you gotta trust me, and you're gonna eventually like grow to like trust me to know that, like, all right, when she talks to niggas, she really talks to niggas like a nigga. And when she talks to me, I really talk to you like you're my nigga.
Yeah, I think it's all
There's
in
a
the sense of
difference.
like I know for because I want to hear the guy's perspective on that end too.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's all about how you are around them. So if you sitting there and you always like, yeah, you always touching this dude's thigh when he's making a joke and stuff like that, I'm
See,
like,
that's inappropriate.
I'm like, nah,
That's
that dude-
inappropriate.
that ain't
Uh-huh.
friends, my
She
nigga.
flirty.
That's not, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That dude
different.
Larry so
Not
funny.
the thigh.
As a married man, right, Huck? Since you, I'm like trying to avoid all the questions.
Aw.
When it comes to you, no, put the mic back, nigga.
You gonna answer these bars?
You gonna answer these goddamn questions. Do you feel the same way? Do you feel like can your wife have male friends and can you have female friends?
No.
Oh, he paused. Like
That's a
hello,
long-ass
R.
pause.
Yeah, that's
So
a.
here, I want to say this smart. I want to say this smartly.
Smartly.
That's the reason.
I don't know. You can make that
So,
an adjective.
Sir?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't know if she even has any male friends.
Why do you not know that?
Right.
Because
I don't
that's
know.
unrealistic.
You don't be asking? You don't.
The female friends that I do
Ooh,
have,
boy, I need
she,
some water,
she
boy.
knows that I have them, and they're kind of like her friends as well.
Mm.
Now, would I want her to have any male friends?
That's the question.
Damn, huh? You like that for real? Wow.
Because I know us.
What's us? What
Yeah.
does that mean?
Us. Like,
Man.
wait,
What
Bobby
is-
just explained. I mean, I know one move. It was. I think we talked about the work wife and work husband. Like,
Yeah.
One
That's
simple,
also some fuckery.
one
but-
simple,
Yeah.
one simple move that I make a mistake on, or got the man at work. Hey,
Why do you think that she would go to that nigga though?
Because she spends most of her time there. 40 hours a week,
No.
50 hours a week.
I have a best friend back at home. Like if I break up with my man,
Mhm.
he's very close to me. Like, it's not the first nigga I'm looking at to like fuck.
Right.
Oh, not yet.
That's
No, it's
not the
not.
first nigga. So
He's
I think that's
yeah.
like that's what you like created in your head, and that's what you're
Absolutely.
going
I
with.
think
Well,
I
look-
think it's insecurity in men in that
I mean,
sense.
I'm
Yeah,
going
I
to
agree.
be the first to admit I've been through some tough relationships prior to her, so I have trust, very, very, very big trust issues.
That's
So
where
I'm
it's
not
at.
walking around with chain like a leash on her, but
You don't want to have no nigga friends.
Are you the type of nigga, but if you see a dude talking to her and she starts laughing, you just all of a sudden you just appear in front. What's up?
Oh,
What's going on here?
So we Eddie Murphy now, huh?
Right.
Oh, who's this Dave Chappelle ass nigga right here? I got a child with her.
I have a child.
so
with-
anyways, as much as I don't want to end this relationship, we have to go.
Relationship?
Relationship?
I'm
This is a
so-
relationship? Oh, he tweaking.
Hey, Keenan, what the hell's going on? What's happening right now?
I don't know what's wrong with this nigga.
I don't know what's going on.
Sorry, this
That
episode.
seat's real hot now, huh? Seat's real hot.
Well,
right?
You were
They
right.
get a little
It's the
sweaty
power
when you
of
get back
the
in there.
seat.
Yeah, I told you. It ain't easy.
We gotta get out of here. Turn the camera off. Turn the camera. We gotta go.
No, we
You
gotta
gotta-
give handles. Give handles. Give
Oh,
handles.
shit. All right. Yes. Follow me SB2813 at Fresh As Me FS whatever. Go ahead.
You need that studio time. Hit a hook up.
Yeah, thank you, Keenan.
Keenan Baker on everything. Keenan _ on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Get my comedy album called I Might Need Therapy.
Holla.
Yeah, follow your boy.
You can follow me, Bileko Wissa, at Aziza Funny. Follow my other Instagram page, Bantu Boys. Follow my music page, Pee Wee Helms Music. Make sure you follow the podcast, What's the Hook Podcast.
Yeah.
Subscribe on YouTube. Follow, like, comment.
Notifications.
Leave notifications. You talk that shit.
You
Leave a comment
Leave
on
a comment, everything. Bars.
Yo, I'm Meeko Cicero. You can follow me on everything. It's MEEAAK. What am I spelling?
Right here.
It's
That good.
MEEKOCICERO.
And our
everything.
special guest, Bobbi Dean.
Thanks for having me, guys. Please follow me on all social media at Bobbi_Dean, DEAN, Bobbi just an I. Thanks, y'all.
Holla. And that's What's the Hook, y'all.